Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, kind of, back to Let It Die. The Gung Ho America, I think is what their name is. The people who make Let It Die / people who are like part of the Let It Die bit of business. They've been kind of doing these kind of like teasers. Maybe we're getting these like once a month until it is time. Although it does seem like the next time they upload something will either be the second or the actual thing, the second to last or the actual thing. Recap, in case you guys are utterly confused, the Let It Die people and aka Uncle Death basically came up with a video where he was crying in like an abandoned warehouse with a weird doll and shit. Anyways, where he basically said that the people who worked on Let It Die are working on a brand new title. Or working on another title. I don't know what the exact wording was. But, needless to say, a lot of us were absolutely jazzed. Because we're like, holy shit, we're gonna get another, well, maybe not another Let It Die, but maybe just like a sequel or even just a brand new title that's similar to Let It Die, hopefully. Or even who just the people who make that game, Let It Die. It's such a weird, iconic kind of game, and I'm sure a lot of us would like to see what they do next. Again, hopefully it's still like a kind of third-person beat-em-up kind of vibe, something like that. Nevertheless, Gung Ho released another video. And a lot of you guys were actually... Oh, by the way, I'm super late on this. We'll get into that. Anyways, they released another video called Let It Die. Where is Uncle Death now? Question mark. So it's been about, I think, a month, give or take, since the last video, hence why I think they may be doing monthly updates, but we'll see. Also, I know the combination of reddish orange pants with pink ain't really vibing. I get it. It was a choice today. Anyways. Now, quick housekeeping. I'm super late on this. I really do count on you guys to be like, Grin, hey, here's something shiny. Hey, over here. Yeah. There's a thing. And I'm like, oh, fuck, sorry. I'm really into masks. I just made this one mask. If from an angle, it looks like Grimace. Except it's really bright white, so because the lighting is like, fuck you, your tan skin, I have an asshole. Anyway. Also, this one doesn't really say a crazy amount. I have watched it. This one kind of just says... I mean, we do have a little bit of things which will over-speculate and draw too much detail into. Yes, and regret these later on. Almost certainly, we will regret these later on, because I'm going to be saying stuff like, ooh, what if that means that, and that could be that? And it's probably... What if it's just a mobile game? What if it's just a mobile game and we all kill ourselves? Because that's a nightmare. Anyways, let's begin. Uncle Death contacted us again out of the blue. There he is. Uncle Death, not a man wearing a very cheap mask, but Uncle Death. Letter of challenge. I have something I want to tell you. Please come to the place in Tokyo. Be careful during your journey. It seems very chill, actually, where he is. Well, I think like the rest of the world, everyone's quarantining and or just not going outside, which is our future. Shout out to introversion. Anyways, his message said that he had something to tell me. I think I know where he wants to meet. Weird that it's caked in blood and shit, you know? A bit dicey. What does he want to tell me? I anxiously travel to the location. It's just like a really weird... like roleplay thing, and when I'm reading it I feel like I'm involved and I don't like it. Anyways, okay, again, very open. I think fucking kill me, the stupid load bars in the way. I think this is the place where Uncle Death wanted to meet, but where is he? I feel like it's not raining actually, and it's not even a little bit wet or damp. There he is. Oh, there's someone on a bicycle. How shitty is your vision then? You couldn't make that out from that distance. Anyways. It's a good Death. Yuck. Just yuck. He's so wobbly, yeah. He's either strutting his stuff or he has like a just horrendous balance. I mean, honestly, well, no, I feel like in skateboarding you'd have way more balance. Sorry, let's continue. Holy shit, a bike. Whoa. It's pretty cool, right? You know, a skateboard makes me tired sometimes. Oh, come on, Death, you're the fucking rule of the underworld. What if you fucking severed a skyscraper boss in half? You've made a fucking city on top of city on top of city. You can't fucking kick a skateboard? What the fuck? Anyways, we gotta love him. He's got crippling arthritis, but the power of a god and all that. Anyways, so I switched to a bike. Oh, you bought it? Not exactly. Someone kind of. Well, I think they stole the bike. Is what they're getting at. It's not much of a bike. What are you saying? It's awesome. Fuck you. Have that. No. It has a battery. Oh, it's a battery. I feel like you're cheating yourself out of some games with that battery. Anyways, there's something lame strapped to the back. A boombox? I wouldn't say it's lame. It's a boombox, yeah. It's just I just don't really get it. Okay. I decided to play music and get pumped up, man. They really could have spent a little bit more money on the gloves. I'm sure if I just Googled Amazon skeleton costume, you'd get a fucking good glove with fully modular hands. Anyways, this is why we love the game. The people are like, you know what? No. Who needs to spend above $30 on this costume? Fuck you, how about that? No, well, I keep hearing barking noises from the boombox. What's up with that? Oh, he's right here. He's my pet. Stuffed animal from the other day? He's my beloved companion, bro. Are you, okay? You're picking a fight? Are you making fun of Chappie? You fuck. It's early in the morning and I'm making myself laugh, sorry. Shit. What? Me? No, it's, are you making fun of Chappie? Yeah, Chappie. Chappie. I don't know what that means. Chappie is so cute. Yeah. Isn't he cute? Yes, yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you understand. Okay, this is what we do. That's what we talk to an insane person is like, especially when they're holding a gun or a knife. You're like, yeah, fucking demons, dead people all around us. Of course. Oh, fuck. Jesus, let me get out of here fast. Right, okay, more importantly, yeah. Why did you call me out here in this creepy, not raining, but raining place? Yeah, that's right. I have something important to tell you. I have big news to surprise you with. Oh? Have you heard of Ninjala? I have not until this thing. Yes, I know about it. Yeah, so that Ninjala seems like they're doing great. They already have a few million downloads or whatever. And yeah, I'm there now. I don't know what this game is. I don't know if it's a mobile game or what. It feels like a mobile game just by the look of it, but maybe it's not. Yes, they got some success and all that. Yeah, it's like a fighting game thing. So it's been decided that we're doing a collab with them. I like how he says it like if there's some sort of higher power. It's like, so, turns out, someone decided that we're gonna do this. It's been decided. Okay, anyways, I'm bent about it, but still. What? Listen up, man. We're collaborating with them. A collab? With me, Uncle Death, yes. Not Let It Die. What? So is something coming to Let It Die? Everyone's like, yeah, it's a collab. It's like not just a one-way street. And then Death's like, well. Nah, they're not coming to Let It Die. Oh. What do you mean nothing's coming? I'm going to be in Ninjala. It just feels like Death is like just has such like Asperger's or something, some horrible communication skills to where it just doesn't pick up any social cue. Like, what do you mean nothing's coming? I'm going to it. What are you talking about? That's not the question I just asked. What? I'm going to be a Ninjala. Oh, so Uncle Death is going to be a Ninjala. Yeah. Yes. Also, this poor person who's just chilling and walk. Actually, they keep like resetting. It's almost like they're getting this person to walk by who's like a person, like a part of this. Anyway, so yeah, I came today because I wanted to tell you everyone about it. Okay, you want to tell? Okay. Is that okay? What? I mean, Let It Die? Players are pretty hardcore, aren't they? Yeah, totally. So then why would they play a little kind of what I would assume is like a weird version of Super Mario Bros? Yeah, or maybe Candy Crush. I don't know what the game is. I should probably look into it. Isn't Ninjala a game for family and children to play together on the Switch? Huh? That's like, how the fuck, how are you gonna throw this at me right now? Okay, I haven't seen you in weeks. This is why I stayed away. It's for all ages. I mean, Let It Die is for players 18 and over. I didn't know that. Wow. Why? It's not that bad in terms of like, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Let It Die players that are pretty freaky. I mean, yeah, no, it's true. I harken back to the contest where we had to ask a question of death, and there was this weirdo who talked like this girl who was a part of the contest who talked like super happy, and then she went like full anime Chad and just killed it. And yeah, weird people all around. A lot of people want to fuck a skeleton man too, apparently. So, you know, cool. Good for you. I have a question for those people. Does him wearing jorts and teddy bear and boombox and not being able to buy, you know, Amazon costume hands, sandals as well, do it for you more or less? I don't know. Yeah, a game is a game. Games are all the same. All right, Death. Let's chill out. I feel like you're losing your character here a little bit. Maybe you're lost. Try and keep up, man. Sure, right, yeah. Okay, well, keep going. By the way, when do you plan on announcing this? Right now. What? Aren't I announcing it right now? What? This is the first announcement. I'm revealing it for the first time right now. Isn't it weird to give the first announcement here? Is it? I say it's okay, so wouldn't Ninjala announce it first, typically? Perhaps. Okay. But it's fine, because I said so. Okay. Uncle Death, maybe you're fine with it, but everyone else is pretty dumbfounded. You know, I'm working so hard to get this opportunity, but you keep talking like that. So the content just can't be for all ages, right? Well, as long as it fits with the player base, so as long as it fits with the game theme. So like a AAA kind of feel, yeah. So you're okay. So they're trying to find a game, like what game would be a good game to collaborate with, who has a similar feel to Let It Die. Fine then, I'll do that then. Really? Maybe we should do something with Ghost Game. With Ghost Game 2, huh? Even Ghost of Tsushima? Or no, Tsushima. It's Tsushima. Fuck. Okay, I mean, that'd be dope as shit, dude. There could totally be a mask. Well, they'd have to make it real, like, you couldn't rock the sunglasses, but there are plenty, like, a bone skeleton mask and ghosts. All you need to do is maybe just do some circular eyes, and you couldn't do the sunglasses, but you could maybe make that work. Maybe. Although I don't know about that. I feel like Sucker Punch is like, no thanks. I feel like Sucker Punch is really introverted. Anyways, I don't think I've collaborated with fucking anybody. Anyways, the dude says, yeah, that's perfect. I should go make that deal with them, right? Apex Legends. Like Apex, like those games? Okay. Apex might be down, actually. Apex, I could see them doing something like that. Okay, I'll try to make that deal. Fine. So I guess to all the game developers and publishers watching this video, please reach out to me. I'm accepting all offers. What? You're going to start accepting collabs here? Question mark? Because you told me to. No, I didn't. But won't you get in trouble for doing that on your own? Yeah, I feel like this is hinting towards something I want to talk about. It's all good. Anyways, if you're watching this, contact us. And yeah, to me, it makes it sound like, and I get this is kind of the more or less the whole thing. The whole thing is like basically Uncle Death talking about a collaboration that they did, but that it's not coming to Let It Die, and instead Uncle Death is acting as kind of the thing, which to me, and again, wild speculation. I know nothing, but it makes me think that that's the kind of thing that they're pushing, is that Senpai Death is going to be a consistent in whatever they're doing next, because it'd be really weird for them to be being like, okay, Let It Die's done, but then they're asking for collaborations. That just doesn't seem to really make sense, you know, unless they're gonna make another game, probably maybe not called Let It Die, but Senpai Death would be a part of it. Kind of the same way as what do you call it? I think in like every Pseudo 51 game kind of has callbacks to the game and like each other almost like if what do you call it? Trev Tries Again, I think, has a lot of like Easter eggs where they're kind of all in the same universe, kind of, sort of, not really, little bit, you know. Which is just to say, it's a mind palace of insanity for Pseudo. But anyways, yeah. So he's reaching out to people to talk to him on Let It Die Twitter if anyone wants to collaborate with him. I don't know if they'll find anyone. Also, I don't know if it's a two-way collaboration or if it's just basically being able to utilize Senpai Death's likeness, I guess, like, you know, adding a costume or a hoodie or whatever. I don't know if they'll put the things in Let It Die again, because they said that the people that are working on Let It Die currently are working on a new project. So yeah. Huh. what is with that person? And Senpai Death has just got ass hanging out for days. Now, I want to say, Uncle Death, you have a hole in your butt. Well, I was gonna say, good thing you didn't say a rip, because that has purpose. Okay, that is not just fucking pants with a slight rip. That is execution for something nefarious slash lewd, big yuck. Anyways. Hey, let it die, weirdo fan people who want to fuck the guy who does this as a positive negative. It's like the Eye of Sauron. I can't look away. Anyways, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think this could mean? This one is more like streamlined. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we made it. The people use Let It Die's likeness, or sorry, Senpai Death's likeness. Dope. Go team. What do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess this is a thing that's happening. All right. But again, I have no idea if Senpai Death is going to participate like in the thing. Like, I don't know if Let It Die is going to have some content with the collaboration, or if more likely it's just exactly what they showed here with Ninjala or whatever it's called, which is like, hey, we're doing that. Also, this makes me kind of worried because they collaborated with the Nintendo Switch Nintendo Switch only game, which makes me really worried for and again, this is, I can't stress enough how, like, I should have said this in the last video we did of Let It Die. This is all me just shooting the shit, us just chatting, kind of like making weird, what do they call it, fanfic. A fanfic of whatever the fuck speculation we can draw from this, but with the idea of them seeming to work more and more, especially with, I think, Grasshopper Manufacturer, who's making Trev Strikes Again exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. I'm worried that that's going to be continuing. That whatever game that the people who make Let It Die work on next is going to be a Nintendo Switch only product, which would suck a lot. I would really hope that it would be for all the consoles. Like, eventually, like, Let It Die came to PC at a certain point, and I would love if that could happen again. And you know, yeah, sorry, the only thing that I can take away from this, if I were to try to speculate, and again, this is a pretty big reach, I think the idea that Senpai, like, they haven't said Let It Die really ever these last couple times. Senpai Death is the thing that's leaving and detaching himself from Let It Die, which to me I think would be the thing that carries whatever over to the next game. So to me, I think it's their way, maybe, again, subliminal, or could be bullshit, a way of basically saying that Senpai Death is either going to another franchise or whatever. And by that I mean, like, again, whatever game they're working on next, I feel like it wouldn't be the biggest stretch to think that, okay, maybe Senpai Death is coming along on the next journey that we do. I'm not sure if it will have the same, like, template of a roguelike game. That's a good question. Let's talk about that for a sec. If you were to make that, not a Let It Die sequel, but not like a Let It Die spin-off kind of vibe, if that makes any sense. So not like a Let It Die 2, where it's like, oh, maybe if they added co-op, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe if they added like more ways to climb the tower, and if they added like more actual story, that'd be pretty awesome. And maybe they had like more kind of like things like the TDM and maybe straight up like 1v1ing versing in the next Let It Die. Like, there's a huge laundry list that you guys talked to me on stream about like, yeah, being able to actually 1v1 someone in Let It Die would be kind of interesting, rather than just fighting through their defense, and etc. And of course, I'm always like, but also hopefully like a battle arena, because something, please, for us to get other resources in, so it's not just climbing all the time. Anyways, but to me, if you were to completely like deroot that and just think of like something entirely different, which is kind of like the thing, like, for me, I always want another Shadows of the Damned 2. I want another I want a sequel to that game, but I would love if they made a Shadows of the Damned 2 that was open world. That, like, it was just about you going and killing these wardens and just getting powerful new gear and leveling up and stuff like that. I would love, all while Johnson and you are just shooting the shit, having a fucking blast. And yeah, like, you know, that to me would be like my ideal thing, but that's super disconnected from the original Shadows of the Damned, you know, very linear, story-based, kind of level-based thing. So again, if I were to have like any Let It Die kind of thing, I would love it if it was not like super open world, but hopefully like it was open world, but it would come in chunks. And people kind of talked about this, where like the Tower of Barbs is like floors. Well, what if it was, instead of floors, a big ass world, and each world was like a thing, and like another level of the system. I don't know if that'd be what I would want per se. It sounds interesting. But at last, ladies and gentlemen, it's been like again a month, and I think it did seem like on Twitter they were like hinting again on their Twitter, if you follow them. The girl who works in the vending arcade in the game, she's like taken over Let It Die Twitter, to where she's like, Uncle Death is left, so I'm here. Angsty teen weirdness, blah. And I'm like, okay, sure. But she's been saying like, oh, we got another message from Death and da da da. And again, I think it'd be really weird. This, I think, gives a little more credence to the fact that some aspects of Let It Die will be taken into the next game, it seems, because again, it'd be really weird for them, or even this gives some credence to the fact that there might be a Let It Die 2, because why are they still focusing on Let It Die or Senpai Death if they're going to make a completely different IP with no attachment to Death, you know? Just Uncle Death, I mean. Also, I always say Senpai Death, not Uncle Death. I don't know why he calls us Senpai. It's not. That's just always the way I've phrased it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. Again, I'll let you guys know whenever there is a bit of new content. Hopefully, it'll be faster. This is about a week old. It'll be even more old by the time I edit it. Ooh, yikes. Sorry, but then again, it's not like it's timely content. Like, it's not like it's like people have to know right in a second. This is just more speculation and verbatim. But let me know what you guys think about the whole thing. I, again, don't want to overly speculate like the first video, but we'll see. Very curious. Not sure about it. Hoping for the best. Hoping for, honestly, anything soon. And I'm hoping it's not a Nintendo Switch exclusive. And I'm also hoping that it's something that Let It Die people would like. It's not like a complete like differentiation on the gameplay that we're used to, you know? Hoping it's not like a weird top-down arcadey weirdness, you know? Hoping it's something similar to Let It Die and its beautiful art style and all that. What if it's first person? There's so many things to speculate on. Thank you so much for your time. Subscribe button over there as well as 2 videos to further that way. Thank you so much for your time again, and goodbye.